Secure the area first.
Right.
Far Cry is an old game from 2004. I played it a ton back then, and it seems the replay value is very high with this one. You are dropped into a semi-open world and given a bit of freedom to approach the situations like in Crysis. The jungle scenario, like in Crysis, hides human enemies, but also non-human enemies, like in Crysis. It's built on the CryEngine, previous version of the same engine that would be later used in Crysis. But enough fucking with the similarities with the Crysis series, let's dwell into this masterpiece.
The communication network is down. It'll take hours for them to restore their systems to normal. Until they do, you should be able to move around much more easily.
The world looks pretty damn good still to this day. It feels alive to a certain point. Indoor areas are pretty much similar to Half-Life and outdoor areas to Crysis, in design that is. Its open-ended gameplay was a huge seller at the time, as well as graphics, and it's blast still to this day. Going in guns blazing can be a chore if you don't have quick reflexes, but sneaking around with silenced MP5 SMG is a satisfying experience as enemies try to figure out where the hell you are. You follow a man who contacts you in the start of the game and move from point A to point B on your terms. It's pretty kick-ass stuff and one of the best FPS games of the 2000s and one of my personal favorites. You are able to carry up to 4 weapons at a time, which in this game isn't that much of a problem as multiple weapons are from same type. For example, SMGs that would use same ammunition in the game were with MP5 or P90. You get the machete for stealth kills, silenced MP5 for stealth, throwing rocks, distract enemies, assault rifles, rocket launchers, sniper rifles, desert eagles, and all of these feel great. That's the thing in a shooter like this, is that all the weapons feel great and it's like being in a candy store. You can use anything and feel good about it. They behave differently, but all do a shit ton of damage depending on your aim and range. Crouching and crawling play are a huge role in this game, as it makes enemies harder to notice you, even if you are firing and your accuracy is greatly improved. You get your hand on a few different vehicles that feel like they weigh only 100 kilos or so as they jump from every slight bump, which is always a terrifying experience. The control in these are a bit of wonky at times as they feel pretty arcade-ish. Boats and cliff gliders make appearance once in a while too. Enemies are your run-of-the-mill mercenaries, except they aim as well as you and shoot as fast as you, so you better not miss or you will be in a world of pain. I know some people who complain about this, but I feel very balanced with the hard difficulty enemies, as stealth is as easy as fuck with the SMG, with binoculars and thermal goggles, and once noticed it feels balanced against 1 or 2 enemies at a time. Mutants that come to a large role later in the game and plot overall are pretty horrifying stuff, and most of them will kill you in 1 or 2 slices. Basically, if they get near to you, you are often as good as dead, even on easier difficulties. Even though it's a checkpoint-based game, I'm okay with that, because if you maneuver carefully and are ready for them to bounce at you or enemies to camp at the corners, you will be able to dodge them barely. Large fuckers can eat lead like black holes, and sometimes it's best to sneak past them if possible. The huge noise-making endless rock inventory that you have in your throwing category is your very good friend. AI for the time is something that I consider also pretty damn good, as they still feel great. When they haven't noticed you, they go on their businesses. If you stealthy kill someone from the range, they start to take covers in random positions and adjust if more are killed. Calling reinforcements if they happen to have flares or alarm buttons. If they have noticed you, many people say they will know always where you are. That's actually not the case, and you can see that if you watch my walkthrough and if you study CryEngine a little bit. When enemies see you, if one enemy has an eye or an ear contact to you, all of them will know. This is called communication. But if you strafe around and crawl, you are free to shoot them in their backs again. They will sneak and crouch to your last known location, which is pretty damn well done. Often I ganged enemies to their sides as I crouched in the bushes and just noticed them crouching behind a tree looking at my last known location. This is most likely thanks to a CryEngine, which I have had some experience playing around, and it has a great AI mechanism. On Windows 10 I had some problems with the controls, as zooming on some weapons went apeshit when changing magnification. Other than that, it worked flawlessly. I only incurred 2 bugs at one time where 2 enemies which I killed went to their last alive poses and stood there lifeless. Nothing that would harm the experience per se, just few extra wasted bullets to test what the fuck is happening. Graphics are absolutely beast, and even today look great. Dynamic lighting at times is astonishing, and overall the environment looks beautiful. Character models could use some improvement, but for the time being they are pretty good. Lip sync is atrocious though, which I don't remember being normal at the time of this release anymore. I might be wrong, correct me if the lip sync feels okay to you. In my walkthrough, draw distance and color palettes used in the game are well designed and bring out the most of the ambient, were it indoor or outdoor. And they don't feel washed or anything. Dialogue in the game is corny as shit at times, but in the funny way. It sounds like each voice actor was told to overact their role. Weapon sounds are loud and sharp. What I don't understand is why single shot firing mode sounds different in weapons, except to notify the player that you are shooting in a different mode. But the weapons sound so good in this game. I really enjoy firing guns in this game. Action and sneaking musics are nicely orchestrated and fit the game's sometimes goofy atmosphere. Overall, I fucking love this game, even today. I was scared coming back to this because I felt like it might have aged not so well. But I have to say, it's still 9 out of 10 even today. There are a few things that I will change with vehicles and such, but not much. Maybe give a manual save option for easy difficulty, or if people die a lot of times, because that is something that will frustrate new players. It's just checkpoint systems might even cause you to, if a missile is just hitting you when you are checkpointed, then you have to reload a checkpoint from a long time, and it's going to be frustrating experience. But other than that, as I said, it's an awesome game, and please go and play it if you haven't, and even if you have, it is a great experience.